we're going to start with Lab 2, and we're going to do, this is going to be split up into multiple parts. I'm just going to do part 1. I'm going to cover basic directory manipulation using, briefly go over file permissions and what these mean. And we're going to change them and stuff like that. So here's Lab 2. You can open that up and follow along. So what is directory manipulation? So as you can tell, we're in a command line environment. You're going to have to learn how to navigate through the type of thing to double click on a folder and right click and copy and stuff like that. So you have to learn these commands to do the equivalent. Now, in order to find out where you're at, you can use the Pwd command to print working directory. That just shows you where you currently are. Another big one would be to see what files and folders are in the directory that you're in. So since we are in the CS videos, I can do an ls, which lists all of the folders and files in that directory. So I have all of these right here. That's all that's inside of that directory. So that was the ls command. That does a list. The ls command and a lot of other commands come with or typically have some options that you can do, or that's what they call options. And these options that you'll typically want to use are like a -a that shows all the hidden folders. So like these two folders or files right here, folders I think, I don't know. The dot here and the dot there, that wasn't in the previous one. And then you can do an ls-l, which gives us like a detailed list. So it gives us some additional information like when things were changed or added or updated, and some permissions right here. And that's the permissions I'll go over at the end of the video. This is our size column right there, and this is I'm not sure of a create or updated thing. So let's do a clear to clear the screen. Now we did an ls, went over the options. So let's say we want to change directories. So I want, I'm inside of this folder and I want to go inside of my homework folder. I can't just double click homework because it's not that environment anymore. So I have to do a cd and then homework. And then I hit the tab to autocomplete. If the word is unique enough, you can hit tab and it'll autocomplete the word so you don't have to type as much. So once you do that, you can cd the name of the folder that you want to go to and hit enter. And then we can do an ls. Now the ls lists the stuff that's inside of this folder, and all I have is one text file called secret stuff. So now that I'm inside of my homework file, this is a good opportunity to show how to copy and move files. You can also do that with directories too, but we won't go over some of that with directories. So let's copy the secret stuff.txt into the CS videos folder. And before I do that, let's say since I moved into that with the CD, I also want to how I move back. You can move back by doing a ... That'll take you back where you previously were. So I am now back into my CS videos. There's that. Let's go back into homework. Let's clear the screen real quick. It's getting kind of cluttered. And let's see. Okay, so we have secret stuff in here. Let's first make a copy. Now, the copy command is cp. That means copy. So the way a lot of these commands work for copying and moving and renaming, you want to do the command that you want to execute, the source file or folder, so what we want to do it to, so it's secret stuff.txt, and then our destination, or what we want it to turn into. In our case, since we're copying, it's going to be our destination, and we want to copy it to our CS videos folder. So we can either do a ... since it's only back one step or one level, or if say you want to put it in a different folder, you can do a full path. And you can do a student, or this is just the path to my stuff in CS videos. So yeah, we can give it the full path so it'll copy it to CS videos. So if I go back one and do an ls in my CS videos, we'll see I have a secret stuff.txt right there. Alright, so let's say I don't want to call it secret stuff because if anything's called secret, people want to look at it. I don't want to make people want to look at it, so I just want to rename. So a rename and the move function, or move command are the same. It just depends on how you use it. So say we want to rename secret stuff into not secret stuff. So we'll put in the original name, secret stuff, and we want to give it our new name. So this is our original name, and then we're going to give it our new name, not secret. Wait, yeah, stuff.txt. Oops, messing up my types. Alright, so if we hit enter, it doesn't yell at us, and there is our renamed file. Now, using the same command, we can move it. So I want to move this file into this folder or directory. So let's give it the what we want to move it and where we want to move it to. So there we go. We can put the slash, don't matter. Hit enter. It doesn't yell at us. So if we do an ls again, we'll see that this is no longer there because it got moved. Move is not a copy. Remember that. And then if we change directories to homework, we do an ls, we have secret stuff and not secret stuff. So, okay, let's go over, like say we don't want this homework folder anymore. And, well, let's say we don't want these files anymore. We're going to have to, do rm not secret stuff, and then an rm secret stuff. So now we have nothing in there. See, nothing pops up. So it's clear. Let's go back into our CS videos. Now let's delete our homework folder. Now, to delete a homework folder is a little bit different than file because you have to give it that dir. So remove directory. And then we have to give it a name. So we want to give it our homework folder. Now, if we had something in our homework folder, it would not allow us to delete it. It would yell at us and say that stuff's in there and it won't allow you to do it. So it has to be an empty folder in order to use this command. So if we hit enter, it doesn't yell at us and our homework folder's gone. Alright, so let's change, let's see, let's make another file real quick, stuff.txt. Now we have our stuff.txt there, and we'll show a detailed list. And here's our stuff file. As you can see, this random stuff right here that you don't know about yet, these are your permissions. It's split up into these three right here are for the owner. The next three are for, it's for the group. Damn it, can't get it. And then the last three are for the world. So each one of these letters has a corresponding number to them. So this R is a 4, this W is a 2, and where the X's would be right here is a 1. And if you add them all up, that's a 7. If you take the X away, that would be a 6. If you just want the W, that would be a 2, and so on and so forth. So say I don't want anybody to mess around with my stuff.txt. That means I don't want anybody from the group to mess around with it, or definitely the world. So I want them to have no ability to do anything, so that would just be straight dashes, kind of like that. Then that would just be zeros. And if I just want to be able to read and write to it, if I have a 4 and a 2, that's a 6. So the command to change the permissions would be a chmod. You can read more about that on the actual lab website sheet thing. And so we have chmod for the command. We have to give it the new permissions. So 6 is R4 plus 2, which is our read and write. And the zeros means they don't have any ability to do anything. And then now we have to give it the file name. So we can give it stuff. And if we do a enter, it does not yell at us. And we hit the list again. And we can see that it went from this to this. So only I am able to read and write, and nobody else is able to do anything. And it's a good thing to have the ability to change your permissions, just in case you have a homework folder or project folder. You don't want people or the students to be taking some of those things. So yeah, that's kind of just a basic, little video of how to maneuver through your command line and do some things, and a little bit of understanding of how these permissions work. Alright, that's it.